You open that.
Fit in here.
I mean, she's in there. Oh, she's in there.
Police department. Police department. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah.
Are you Patricia?
No, I'm her daughter, Carol.
Carol Ray, 50 years old, lived with her mother, Patricia, and her 3-year-old daughter.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Okay. I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son, John. And him and her having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for 24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
To investigators, this arrangement initially seemed ordinary enough. Carol explained that Patricia no longer wished to deal with her greedy grandson and had decided to move out and cut ties. At face value, the story appeared reasonable. What no one realized at the time, however, was that just a few feet away, behind the walls of the Ray residence, lay secrets darker than anyone could imagine. What began as a straightforward missing persons case was about to transform into one of the most disturbing and gruesome investigations the department had ever faced.
And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sent the cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
It's clear that you're not telling us the truth. Where is she at, Carol?
The night after first speaking with Carol, a man named John grew increasingly uneasy. His concern for Patricia deepened to the point that, on the morning of January 22nd at 11 a.m., he contacted authorities once again. Responding officers returned to Carol's home for a second time, determined to find a definitive answer to John's fears.
Grandma's Patricia. Mom is Carol. Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Positive.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe on, no, she wrote down on this Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's been staying over at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So
She's back here, though, staying here primarily now?
clothes. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. The only reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son, John, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Roseville Police Department today about it. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son, John.
Okay.
And he borrows a lot of money from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he didn't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, so she got pissy about that. Now, call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
Right.
Okay. My mom.
How old's your mom?
I said she's 69 this year.
According to Carol's account, Patricia had returned home and was at a doctor's appointment receiving her routine monthly injection. On the surface, everything appeared consistent. Carol explained that Patricia had cut off communication with John because of a financial disagreement, suggesting there was nothing unusual about her absence. Yet John, a concerned grandson, remained uneasy, his instincts telling him that something far more troubling was unfolding. To bring the matter to a close, officers decided to verify Patricia's well-being directly. Their task seemed straightforward: confirm her safety with their own eyes.
All right.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, if you want to see where her clothes are and everything. You want to show them where Grandma B's? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here. Yep, we were letting Allie sleep in this bedroom since Grandma B spent the night already. so that she
Okay.
can have her stuff on. All my mom's stuff.
And all her clothes are in there.
All my mom's stuff is right there. Fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay. All right. We're good. We get the call, you know, and then there's one side of the story and then there's the other. So if he's got everyone worked out, like he said, he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay? Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Officer Pelt placed a call to the doctor's office where Patricia was allegedly being treated, but the response he received did not align with Carol's story.
Hi, this is Casey from Woods Cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett. And she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there.
Nope. She's not here. They might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is February the 13th. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask a couple of my colleagues just to make sure, like, did she come here or anything
or
like
is
that?
she planning on coming there?
Nope. She's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seen, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that. But we can watch out and contact you.
The pieces no longer fit together. John continued to insist that Patricia was missing, and suspicion grew that the only person living with her might be deliberately misleading investigators. With the inconsistencies mounting, officers turned their attention back to John, determined to re-examine his concerns and dig deeper into the unsettling mystery.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was literally 2 minutes ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
You know?
Your grandmother, what?
Our grandma raised us. She's
Raised you,
like our
okay.
mother.
Okay.
So, generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's been in and out of our
where
life.
she's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in our life.
And I just don't want my grandma to be passed away and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick. And my grandma doesn't want us to know. I really have a pissed off grandma than a missing or a dead one.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma has fraudulent
has police reports on her.
Yeah, police reports on her.
When was it done?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah,
A couple years ago?
back.
Okay. And what happened to those charges?
I think my grandma decided to not pursue them
Okay.
fully. They had, like, to lock her up because that's her daughter, but...
I'm not trying to get her in trouble, but why would you keep lying? But so that's why I'm thinking that nothing's adding up. My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sending cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
John's allegations were deeply unsettling. He not only accused his mother of stealing from Patricia and draining her finances, but went so far as to suggest she may have killed her. Such claims, directed at one's own parent, could not be taken lightly by investigators. At the same time, there was no evidence indicating that Carol had harmed Patricia, let alone murdered her. To many, John's suspicions seemed drastic, unsubstantiated, and premature. Officer Jerebick appeared to share that view. Believing the claims to be exaggerated, he escorted John to the station to file a formal missing persons report. There, he sought to better understand John's troubled history with Carol and the reasons he suspected her of such a heinous act. Joining John at the station was Carol's ex-husband, T.J., who insisted he held critical information that might shed light on Patricia's disappearance.
We're just going to record you and I.
All right.
So when did you physically last see your grandmother eye to eye?
Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina Thanksgiving, so didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her. I've been calling her and asking her to call me. I need to hear your voice, or have my mom have you call me. I need to hear your voice, or I'm going to do a welfare check. I threatened that a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yesterday I just cracked and finally called it in.
And now you haven't had any voice contact with her since Thanksgiving?
Somebody's been texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the words they use. It's not how my grandma talks.
when was the last time you saw Carol?
Last time I saw Carol, period.
Not Carol, Patricia.
Oh, okay. I'm like every time I drop my daughter.
yeah. We're like Patricia.
Patricia.
Contact with Patricia, yes.
Yeah. It was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message the other day stating that she was sorry for holding up Carol. Carol and my daughter were supposed to hang out because it was my birthday this weekend. Getting around 6 o'clock, I started texting her. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's my birthday. We're supposed to be celebrating it and blah, blah, blah.
Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating on Sunday, your birthday.
Right. And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says, sorry, I'm holding her up, signing over the cars and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she get that stuff fined Monday. It gets kind of, when Carol types, a lot of times it comes up kind of misspelled. It's because she don't wear her glasses and stuff like that.
The only contact that you've had with her was from
a random message, and she said that she was with my aunt. So I did some research. I went there today and spoke with my aunt. She hasn't spoken with my grandma since 2015.
Adding to the growing doubts, a troubling inconsistency soon surfaced. Carol had told officers that Patricia had moved in with her sister.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Yet when John visited that very home, Patricia's sister revealed she hadn't seen Patricia in more than 5 years.
And she was messaging me today while we were there with the cops, saying that she was home, and messaging my dad that she was home when we know she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshotted them all and sent me those messages.
Okay, can you email those to me?
One thing I do know, and I mean, in this type of situation, I would hope it's more true than it is the other, is I've known Carol since I've been 20. I mean, like boldface, like you can show her, like, here's a picture of you, and I have. Here's a picture of you doing this, and da-da. It's not me. I mean, so she's always been a chronic liar, like, especially when she's off her meds. Because she does take lots of medicine, longer than I think when we were together. I mean, I'm sure you can get her list of medicines that she was taking, but I guess she lost her therapist, so she has not had medicine for the last couple months. And when that happens, things get kind of wonky with her.
Many other conversations?
I've been calling the house phone, social media, off of Messenger, calling her that way, texting her, nothing. And then on 12th of January, my mom texted me off her phone saying, Grandma B is sleeping, getting over pneumonia here. I was like, have her call me. I need to hear her voice. She never does this. She always calls me. And there was no response.
The interviews shed light on why John felt compelled to accuse Carol of killing Patricia. For months, Carol had misled both family members and authorities. No one had seen or spoken with Patricia, yet money from her accounts continued to circulate within the family. On top of that, Carol had deliberately misinformed police about Patricia's supposed doctor's appointment. Taken together, the inconsistencies painted a disturbing picture, one that suggested Carol was hiding something far darker than a simple family dispute. Determined to get answers, officers returned to Carol's home for a third and final time. This time, they had no intention of leaving without clarity.
Hello.
Hi again. Hi. Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Weber Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information that's fine.
The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
with cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzo is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, because you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your daughter's name?
That's Allison.
Addison.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, so just getting conflicting information from.
That's a nice balloon.
Well, it's because
Can I see it? Oh, thank you.
I can't keep all of
Hey,
it.
Alice.
Woods Cardiovascular is where she's been treated.
Yeah?
So
Is where she's been treated for a long time with Dr.
And how did she get there?
Tapazzo.
How did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or
Her sis-
I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today,
And sometimes her neighbor across the street.
how did she get there today, though?
I believe her
How old are
sister.
Her sister.
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number.
I don't talk with my aunt or my uncle.
Well, last night,
Everybody's okay.
She stayed over there.
when the officer came here, she did not speak directly to her.
No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt. She was here right before last.
Is that your phone?
She was here. Yes, that's the one I just gave you.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady is.
I understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
It's
Okay?
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation and CPS off my butt for the past two
We're not,
this
yeah,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car, for my
Right.
son's car.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I can show you a picture of my daughter and my mom
She's
sitting on
sending
the couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
Yeah. And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
Can I turn this back on to her?
Yeah.
You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually. Oh.
You want to put on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot.
The change in Carol's demeanor was immediate and noticeable. When asked to place a call to Patricia, her responses shifted from evasive to quiet and measured, her words carefully chosen. Her body language betrayed the unease of someone under mounting pressure.
I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club. It was like
it possible then that
11:45, 11:50.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John
Yeah.
directly?
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face. So that they're at ease.
Well, she's not answering.
We're sending messages to
Do
each
you want
other.
to call her again?
And it's, people are just concerned.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was talking, you were talking, the phone was ringing. What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can't.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do with her and John, though.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm getting stuck in the middle of it.
Yes,
we
and
got
so
it.
are we.
So are we, and we have to figure it. We have
trying
to
to
see
get
her. You want to just try to call her again? What's the doctor's office she's at?
What's cardio? No, the Weber Cancer Center is behind Macomb Hospital.
Meanwhile, Officer Pelt placed another call to the doctor's office. Once again, the story unraveled. Patricia was not listed as a patient and had never been scheduled for treatment. Convinced that deception was at play, Pelt called in Detective Jarabek to confront Carol directly.
Grandson doesn't live here.
Okay.
If this does go downhill and she starts making any admissions, let's stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do from the house. But if she
Do
starts,
you want to do a consent to search first? So we can gather it at the house first? Does she have consent?
yeah, let's start out with that. She's already let me go through the house.
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the garage. Check the cars. No, I just went through the house. This kid goes south camera, so she's at her drinking.
Okay. This is Detective Garabix.
Excuse me.
Yes. Hi. So we're gonna, if you don't mind, we'll get consent from you to search the house to see if there's anything that would lead us to think of who she may have went with to help you out, figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell you otherwise, right? You're under the impression she was supposed to be with her sister.
Yes.
That's what she told you.
Yeah.
Who lives in the house?
I do. My mom and this little girl over.
Has she done this in the past?
My mom doesn't tell anybody what she does.
But your son seemed pretty concerned that she was in here.
What's on John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells you that she's with her sister.
That's got me.
That's concerning, correct?
That's got me worried. I'm not worried, but aggravated.
She's not answering her phone calls. The people that she says she's with, she's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's got me
concerning.
aggravated. And,
I won't feel right if I leave this house without looking for anything that can point us in the right direction.
Mhm.
I want to do my job properly and make sure that, and I guarantee when she walks back in this door and she finds out that I searched for her stuff to help try to find her, she's not going to be okay with it because that's what most people will be okay with, correct?
I'll open up her bedroom door so you can see her stuff or whatever. I'll unlock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
Okay.
replace all of her clothes.
Okay. When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush, a bag of clothes, like she was spending the night anywhere?
Well, she's a person. And her coat and boots.
Yeah, does she normally sleep over people's house without,
Well, she did this time. She has in the past. Puzzles,
so
right?
she does have,
She's doing.
obviously, medical issues.
Oh yeah, she's had medical issues for a while. She takes
What I'm
medication.
saying is that that's also, when we're looking at somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen when she's had COPD, she's had a stroke already. You understand, she's
out there.
You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are.
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours. And
but now
I'm frazzled because she's lied to me about talking to my, and I don't know why she would do that.
So, I mean, we're concerned because your mom left, but she didn't even pack a bag to go, you know.
Overnight, she probably won't. Even when she came out to my trailer that I was remodeling up on Hall Road.
So for like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes, underwear?
Have any teeth?
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell we need you to tell us exactly what happened.
Your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add up.
Let's through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
At this stage, investigators had not broken through Carol's defenses, but they were closing in. With verbal consent to search the property, they hoped either to uncover critical evidence or compel Carol to finally reveal the truth she was working so hard to conceal.
All right, listen to me.
Few things.
You're lying a lot, okay? I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying, okay? I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead, okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol, she hasn't been in this house in 2 months, 3 months.
She has. She's got dirty clothes in the laundry room. She's got clean clothes hanging right there.
What does that have to do with anything? That's neither here nor there. What's going on? What's going on in your life
Her
that
hairbrush
we have
is
to
in the
become?
bathroom.
Yeah, that's odd because she left for the night. Wouldn't she want to brush her hair in the morning?
Carol had been caught in lie after lie. Yet despite her shifting stories and mounting inconsistencies, detectives were still unable to obtain her consent to search the property. It left investigators in a difficult position. They were certain Carol was concealing Patricia's whereabouts, but without evidence, they could not definitively tie her to the disappearance. Then came a breakthrough. Carol's boyfriend, Ricky, had been living in the home with her. By law, he had the authority to grant consent to search areas of shared access. This legal technicality opened a critical path forward. If Ricky was uninvolved, he would have no reason to refuse. And crucially, any consent he provided would make the search lawful, despite Carol's objections.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How about yourself?
Not too bad. Are you Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. Step back here. Some of these detectives want to talk with you.
Detectives?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, they'll talk with you.
When was the last time you saw Patricia? Like, physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her. It's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us? So we can just sit there and talk?
It's just about...
Well, we want to find Patricia, but we're getting...
She's not at her sister's house?
No. How long
Cheated on me. She's lied on me.
Who's lied on you?
Like Carol.
Carol.
She's cheated on me, yeah. Because she's the one that told me that she was at her sister's house.
Fortunately for detectives, Ricky appeared unaware of any wrongdoing. He cooperated, granting officers permission to inspect much of the property. While a full investigation would still require a formal warrant, this preliminary search offered an opportunity to uncover potential evidence. They began with the backyard, combing through every corner in hopes of finding a lead.
Someone's got to finish the inside. Who's with her?
Help.
Huh?
Help's
Who's
with her. Oh, Help's with her.
Just be my.
But after coming up empty, only one area remained, the garage.
Boyfriend's here.
Just want to look up here real quick.
You open that?
Should fit in here.
I mean.
Ooh, bloody.
Oh. All right.
What did you say?
Bloody towels. They're in here. She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
She's in there. Open it up. Let's see.
Well,
hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Well, hold on.
I don't know. I'm not just.
What?
Nah. I don't know. He's looking. He's looking at it. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
You gotta get the search warrant up.
Huh? For what?
If it's in there, Bodecker wants us.
For what?
If there's
We're searching for the body.
Yes, if there's
a
one
bloody
in there.
pillow in here. Sorry? Yeah, there's a body in there. Yep.
Where?
You see the legs in the far corner.
Okay.
Goes back
All
in
right.
sure. I'll go get the thing up there.
Somebody said he was back here. So he needs to. Everybody needs
Is that-
That's a boyfriend. He just showed up. We've been looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lieutenant. I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So it's kind of where we're at.
All right.
We hook her, bring her in. What about
Everybody was saying, the brothers, we need to find out what they were telling officers, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday and was coming and going. Somebody might have seen,
There is
yeah.
still moisture on the top of that. I open it and there's still moisture on the top, so that's not been in there long.
And they were somebody we got to talk to over there. They said, hey, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone.
This dude? Whose boyfriend is it?
This is the
daughter.
I say we bring him in.
Yeah.
Inside the garage, investigators made a chilling discovery. Patricia's body was hidden inside a storage bin, and it had not yet fully decomposed. The remains were still damp, suggesting that the murder had occurred recently, no more than 2 months earlier, just as John had feared. The grim reality was undeniable. Carol Ray had killed her mother and concealed the crime for weeks. But the question remained, was she acting alone? Ricky had been living in the house throughout this time. Detectives reasoned that it was nearly impossible for him to remain unaware of Patricia's presence in the home. With that suspicion in mind, officers immediately arrested Carol and took Ricky into custody as well.
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Wrong with James back, okay? Think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay? You translated. Any weapons on you? No. I might have my knife on me over there.
Both were transported to the county jail, where they sat in holding cells awaiting interrogation. Hours later, Carol was the first to be brought into the interview room.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here.
The further we let this keep rolling, the further it's going to get without you being able to, shed some light on this, okay?
Detectives did not need a confession. Her guilt was already evident. Instead, their focus was on uncovering her motive and determining whether Ricky had played any role in the crime.
When I say something and it comes out wrong or something like that, I don't want it because it was an accident. I'm doing yourself I explain the process.
If you explain the truth, then it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe so.
I can't give you advice, but if you want to tell your story, you can tell it how it is. I don't have to ask you any questions. If you want to get it out, you can do that. At the same time, once I tell you your rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
That night, we were sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back, and my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun. I went running down the hallway. I had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot to the stupid stump of that wall, like snapping in my hand like this. And it went off. You only see when I shook her shoulder, and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, "Mom!" and pulled her on the floor. And I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth. But I thought somebody had broken the window or something like that. There was a huge, loud crash.
When suspects recall traumatic events, heightened emotion often disrupts memory. They may stumble over details, struggle to form full sentences, or stutter as they relive what happened. Carol, however, displayed none of these signs. Though she wept, her account was strangely composed, delivering a detailed timeline of how she supposedly killed Patricia. Rather than suggesting a tragic mistake, her calm precision raised serious doubts about the authenticity of her story. Detectives now had what they needed, a narrative to challenge. The very next day, they brought Carol from her cell back into the interrogation room. This time, they were armed with evidence specifically gathered to dismantle her account. As the interview unfolded, every question was carefully designed to expose contradictions and press her into admitting more than she intended.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know said you're walking down the hallway, rather quickly, I heard a noise, and the gun in your hand, the Ruger. You're walking, the owl was right there, you tripped. You used your finger on the trigger, and the gun went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then, I thought you said you saw it coming out of her mouth. So.
Right away, I went on and it freaked me out, and I dropped it, and I screamed out, and I don't know much better. Shoulders called her name. I called her name. It was just like, it was just gurgling sound. It was something trickling out of my mouth.
On the surface, the detectives appeared sympathetic, soft-spoken, patient, and understanding. Yet their tactics told another story. Carol was deliberately seated in the corner, with both investigators positioned between her and the only exit. The setup made escape impossible and subtly heightened psychological pressure. Their friendly demeanor was not genuine compassion, but a calculated strategy to build rapport, draw her into conversation, and ultimately corner her until the truth slipped out.
So after that happened, obviously we found your mom in the container in the garage. Now, obviously my concern is kind of understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems with your back and everything that you could do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything's sunk in, you're freaking out, and it's your mother you love, right? And so, he was waking up. Okay, can you kind of walk me through the minutes after all that happened? Let me ask you this, was Ricky there that night? I don't, you don't have to give them if you don't want to.
A A central focus of the interrogation was determining whether Carol's boyfriend, Ricky, had played any role in Patricia's death. Carol insisted he had not, explaining that the two had recently been arguing and that he was not present at the time of the crime. Detectives knew they would have an opportunity to question Ricky directly later, but for now one unresolved question about his involvement continued to linger.
Okay, so Allison was sleeping with you. Ricky wasn't there. Gun was off. Here's the baby waking up. What happened next? Did you leave your mom on the couch? Did you move her somewhere else? I understand that. Very hard to understand. Obviously, we're operating under panic, right? I mean, I can picture myself in a situation, panic. You got your daughter there. Where did you move? Where did you move her from the house to where first? We found her in the garage. She moved anywhere before the garage. Directly in the garage. Okay, so this is where this is where I'm concerned with Ricky, your mom. And I know this is a hard detail to get through, but picking up your mom, there's no way you're picking up. How did you do that by yourself? You're saying Ricky's not there. Did Ricky come over and help? Did you have him help you move?
Are you afraid to tell us? Are you afraid of Ricky?
You don't have to be afraid.
You don't have to be afraid, I promise. You're scared, aren't you?
When confronted with that question, Carol froze. For nearly 30 seconds she sat in silence, her emotions shifting visibly as she struggled to respond. Detectives correctly sensed fear, though the source of that fear was less clear. Was she afraid of Ricky and the potential consequences of implicating him? Or was the terror rooted in her own situation, facing the reality that she would likely spend the rest of her life behind bars? Whatever the cause, investigators remained steady in their approach. They offered Carol subtle moral justifications, framing her actions as panic, a mistake anyone could have made under pressure. This technique was designed to lower her defenses and coax her into revealing more details. Their message was simple. The only way forward, the only way to make it right, was to tell them the full truth about what had happened.
I mean, people panic. People make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens most often that when you flee from an accident, it happens all the time when people panic, right? Let's say someone gets in a car accident and they smash into a car and they take off, and that person ends up dying. They hear them on the news, and then the lives keep going, and they're like, shit, I should have stayed, but I didn't, right? That's the mistake that you made. I should have, but I didn't. I don't want to keep revisiting, but I have to. How did you get the toad out of the house? She'd have passed all that stuff in the garage. Is it possible somebody else could have moved it for you?
Detectives honed in on a critical flaw in Carol's story, her inability to move Patricia's body into the garage on her own. To them, it strongly suggested that someone else must have helped. But despite pressing her on this point, the line of questioning stalled. There wasn't enough evidence to conclusively implicate another person, and Carol refused to break from her account. That's when investigators revealed the piece of evidence they had been holding back.
The other thing I wanted to bring up is they obviously did an autopsy on your mom. And they found some puncture wounds in her neck. 3 puncture wounds. Not an old scar, but actual fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those get there? Nothing at all. Never was anything after the fact. Not saying you were killing her, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I don't know, maybe figure out from this if she was suffering or anything like that. Because here's what I don't want to get caught up. Is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death or contributed to cause of death, it could be really bad. So we have to get everything out here now if you could try to do something with those wounds that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her?
I don't know if she had testing or anything like that. I didn't have anything to do with those wounds.
preliminary, it looked like knife. Kind of fresh, like fresh, but it's a puncture at the end of a knife there or something.
A gun going off by accident could, in some cases, be seen as plausible. But 2 fresh, deep knife wounds, never once mentioned by Carol, were far harder to dismiss. The wounds pointed directly to a deliberate killing, not a mistake. And the fact that Carol had concealed this detail from her story only reinforced the suspicion that she was deliberately covering up the truth.
And again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, don't want you to implicate anybody that's not implicated.
That'll get you in more trouble.
That'll get you in more trouble. But as we sit and investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks, months to come, more things are going to come up. I'm pretty certain of it. To Rick know eventually what happened.
Not to my knowledge.
Did Rick know your mom was in that? And
Not that I know of, I didn't tell them.
Say anything too that leads you to believe that he knew? Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually mean to kill your mom?
Oh, I did not mean to kill my.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you understand where, when these things can be answered, that's kind of odd.
I don't know how that happened.
Can I ask you this? With going back to the punch wounds, did you freak out after you shot her and she was still breathing and you wanted to make sure that at this point, no good for her to be like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't know. Absolutely not.
did maybe you kind of hope to see, like, it sounds terrible, but like, is she alive? Is she out? Okay.
By now, the interrogation had stretched beyond an hour. Carol showed no signs of wavering, holding firmly to her version of events even as the evidence unraveled it piece by piece. Detectives realized that if they were to uncover the full truth, they would need to turn their attention elsewhere. Later that same day, they brought Ricky into the interview room, hoping that, under pressure, he might provide the missing pieces that Carol refused to give.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, I don't.
You have no clue?
Somebody at the house said something about Patty is not at her sister's house where Carol was telling you that she was at.
When was the last time you physically seen Patty? You guys call her Patricia?
Yeah, Patty, Patricia, and I'm gonna call her Patty. I physically seen her about, I think it was like a month and a half ago. It was before Thanksgiving.
How often do you stay at the house during this?
Every day. I've been there except for, it was like the 8th and 9th when home to my mom's house.
So you've been staying there every day?
Yeah.
From the start, Ricky's interview stood in stark contrast to Carol's. He was noticeably more open, answering questions directly and appearing eager to assist detectives. His calm demeanor suggested cooperation rather than concealment, and at first glance, he did not resemble an accomplice to murder or someone attempting to manipulate the investigation.
What about Carol? Does she work? Does she have a job? Does she go anywhere? What does she do with most of her days?
Most of her days, keeping Allison busy, cleaning the house, doing what she can. She needs some major surgeries.
Any financial issues with you or Carol or Patty or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Carol took care of the bills.
Do you know where she has the money to if she's not working?
She said she had a joint bank account with her mom.
Carol been acting strange or suspicious to you or different?
She's bipolar, so I always said that she was the world's greatest actress because I can't tell when she's being sincere or not. That's the condition of bipolar. They're compulsive liars, and I've been caught in a lot of her webs before. I've been telling her she's been feeling more distant.
Ricky, I mean, I don't really necessarily know you, obviously, but you seem pretty nervous to me. What's going on? Is there something you're nervous about?
I'm not nervous about anything. Where did you sleep when I was there? Mostly in the bedroom with Carol. Carol's bedroom. Where did, sometimes on the couch. Where did Allison sleep? Mostly in her bedroom.
Let me ask you about the garage. You ever go in the garage?
Yeah.
Never?
Hardly ever.
When's the last time you think you were in the garage or on the Cranders?
I think we went to go look for a screwdriver. Jeez, I don't even know. I think it was early December. It's been a couple of weeks. Did she have you go and look for it, or did you go?
No, she's been with me.
The interrogation felt almost casual compared to the tense exchanges with Carol. Ricky came across as someone genuinely unaware of the crime unfolding around him. Still, detectives observed subtle cracks beneath the surface. He avoided eye contact for long stretches. His voice was soft, and a faint nervousness seemed to undercut his otherwise steady responses. Recognizing these signs, investigators decided to shift gears. To move past Ricky's guarded calm, they applied pressure, intensifying their questions, probing deeper into his knowledge of Carol's actions, and watching closely for hesitation or inconsistencies. The goal was clear: either confirm his innocence or uncover the hidden truth he might have been holding back.
Ricky, we got a problem. We got a real big problem. I think you know what it is, and I think you need to be honest and upfront with us. So we're going to give you the opportunity now. Tell us what really happened.
That's what happened.
What happened?
What I told you.
I'm not talking about the little details we've been asking you. I'm talking about with Patty.
Patty, I don't know. She's been at her sister's house as far as I know.
We know Patty's deceased. And Patty's got a gunshot wound to her. And she was found in a tote in that garage.
So you have to tell us everything you know so you don't implicate yourself anymore than for him.
Because here's the thing, Ricky. There's investigative tools we have. We're going to find out exactly when she died, where you were when she died, which I'm betting you were in that house, and you know exactly what happened.
No, I don't. I never had a problem with Patty.
I'm not saying you had a problem with her. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you know something.
I don't know anything. I swear. You don't know this woman, Carol. She has fucked with my head. She has cheated on me behind my back without me knowing about it. The only way I found out about it was tripping over stuff, finding it on accident. Her showing me something on her phone, and then all of a sudden, I love you too, baby, pops up on her phone.
Why are you with her?
We went through counseling this year, tried to make things work, because I love her, I love the house, and so she's like, oh, I really do.
Ricky's demeanor during questioning was not that of a guilty man. He showed no defensiveness, no frustration. Instead, he calmly explained events as he understood them, appearing more hurt by the accusation itself than by the investigation. He even provided verifiable details, such as Carol's infidelity and their recent therapy sessions, that detectives were able to confirm. Within minutes, investigators shifted their view of Ricky, moving from considering him a potential accomplice to clearing him entirely. Their focus returned to Carol, whose lies and inconsistencies remained central to the case. Detectives concluded that she had acted alone, killing Patricia in November and concealing the body for nearly 2 months before her scheme began to unravel under John's suspicions. Though Carol never offered a formal confession, the evidence was overwhelming. She was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and larceny exceeding $20,000. Conviction meant only one outcome: life in prison. Ricky, meanwhile, was released without charges. Do you think Ricky truly had no idea what was happening inside the house? Or was he ignoring the warning signs? Why do you think Carol tried so hard to cover up Patricia's murder instead of leaving clues that could have pointed to the truth sooner? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment with your thoughts on Carol and Ricky, and don't forget to like this video to support more true crime stories like this one.